Hey, I'm James.
And I'm Jake.
And today, Jake, we have, I think we should title this, the greatest Harley-Davidson ever made.
It's the only way, man.
You good with that?
We've talked to you guys before and with each other about the greatest late model Harley-Davidson. You know obviously. And Lowrider S.
And then we decided the Road Glide.
Pretty much, yeah, at the end of it, yeah. But now, we wanted to do something, I mean, to be fair, it kind of sort of happened because of a comment that James made. And it just so lucked out that we knew somebody. They were, I mean, right in front of us every Saturday for months. And then they came to work here. And as we got to know him, it just fell so perfectly that not only did me and him agree that there's only one motorcycle in this video. There was no discrepancy, no comparison.
Nope.
It was literally, he said it and I said, dude, exactly, literally my exact thought. And us agreeing like that never happens. And then there's a man right next to us that owns one, and not only owns one, but was this close to being done with restoration enough so that he could bring it up here and let us film
Now,
it.
admittedly, we did poke him quite a lot. We're like,
of course,
Will, is it finished? Is it finished? Is it finished?
Yeah.
Every week, Will, is it finished? Is it finished? Not yet. Is it finished? Is it not yet? He doesn't talk like that. It's not nice, but
he was definitely, he was working on it, and we were so ready.
Yep.
So, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
What was it? It's a 1942 WLA.
It is a real 42 WLA.
The motorcycle that won World War II.
It is an actual war bike.
It's a war bike. It's white right now.
Well, yeah.
It was a war bike originally, then it was converted to a flat track bike, and it was raced here in Atlanta in the 1950s.
Absolutely.
Which is insane. And Will
came from Lakewood.
Yeah, Will's had it 40 years, I think he said.
40 years, yeah.
Will's had it 40 years. It's absolutely incredible. And reason we say it's the greatest, maybe not just Harley-Davidson, but maybe the greatest motorcycle of all time.
That's my assertion.
Right? I mean, it won World War II. If BMW had been better, we would be sitting here right now eating sausage and talking German. But we're not, so therefore...
That's true. So this really, this could quite possibly be the greatest motorcycle in the world.
Yeah.
Ever made.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So I say we shut up and we just go talk to Will and have a look at it. Now, we will say we're probably not going to ride this thing because
absolutely not.
A, it's really, really old. B, it's Will's baby, and C, it's literally impossible to ride.
Yeah, we'll introduce you to some of the functions of it.
It's insane. I don't know how they won World War II on this, because I would have been, on the battlefield going, I surrender. I can't even do this. I give up.
I can't even ride this motorcycle enough to perform in the battlefield.
So those guys were more manly than we are.
Oh my God! Have you ever met one of them? They're still more manly.
Yeah. Well, now they're old and they're not as manly anymore. To be fair.
They're probably still manlier than us.
Well, yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah. Do you know how much an 1 gram weighs?
Yeah, I know. It's incredible. But this motorcycle, it's great because it's a salute to all those amazing veterans from World War II, and it's just an engineering piece of genius.
It is.
It's wonderful. So enjoy this.
No doubt.
Jake?
James. I know. It's here, it's real.
I know. 1942 WLA.
This is quite literally the Harley-Davidson motorcycle that won World War II.
The greatest motorcycle. The greatest.
I think this is the greatest Harley-Davidson, and even arguably this is probably the greatest motorcycle in the world.
Yeah, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Just nothing on this planet.
Hey Sandy, how you doing?
What's going on, Miss?
You want to say hello to everyone, Sandy?
Hi, everybody.
This is Miss Sandy.
She just walks in and out, man.
She doesn't care.
That's how it goes. I like it. Shall we introduce Will? All right, so this bike was brought to us by our good friend Will. Will, come here, my man. This is Will. This is Will's bike. The luckiest man on the planet, perhaps.
I think so. He's
perhaps. So how long have you had it?
Close to 40 years.
40 years.
Yes.
That's almost as old as I am.
Wow, man. Give or take.
Yeah, exactly. So you ride this daily?
Not daily. Not daily. Just Sunny days.
Sunny days. It's beautiful. So, I mean, just compared to a modern day motorcycle, this is completely and utterly different. We have nothing here. I mean, how do you stop it, man? How do you stop it?
So you kind of have some things. So it is still twist throttle.
Right.
This is a sleeve. But some of the cool stuff about these motorcycles, you still have a brake back here. You still have a non-existent front brake here. Although I'm not sure that's factory. But there's some really interesting things about this motorcycle and some procedural things as far as actually riding this machine. This isn't a gas tank. This side is actually your oil tank. This is an oil bag. This is a complete waste system for an engine. So essentially you fill this up with oil. You have two oil pumps here and here, right? And they go through, they circulate, and it's on a drip back here, and it actually releases it as you ride it. It just
so this
drips
just
away as it
everywhere.
rides.
I love it. It's like my
As you
granddad.
ride it
Just continually.
correct.
My granddad's not even here anymore, but you know.
So a couple of the things too. The gas tank is on the other side. It is quite literally you fill up the gas and you fill up the oil.
And now it makes sense to me why Harley still keeps putting still things, even though over here is fake.
That's
it's to harken back
it's
to this.
nostalgia.
It's incredible.
And I'm okay with it. Completely okay.
Oh, it's
with it.
great.
Some of the other cool things a lot of people don't know. I learned this from Will with this motorcycle. You actually, to crank this motorcycle, you have to retard the ignition timing with this grip. You push it forward and this whole module turns. Now you've retarded the timing for this machine, and once you crank it, obviously you'll put it back advanced and then you'll release the choke as it warms up accordingly. And that's how you crank this. You of course have a kicker. Now Will is obviously the man. He actually has a battery. The electric start functions, but it still points ignition timing like it's supposed to be, which is just insanity to everybody involved. It's such a nostalgic piece. It's so cool how this thing actually, from the little fishtails, that's original, that's factory, that's how they come. That's actually, that's not added. Everything that we do with all these soft tails and the fishtails now is basically paying homage to that. Obviously, this is the buddy seat. Now, the original seats were a little shorter, and they didn't have the rail. But this was, of course, to accommodate more than one person. Now,
I'm going to say, I am not getting on this with you.
Absolutely.
That is way too close, mate. I mean, there's nothing. There's no separation.
this is, the buddy seat is just what they called it. It's not something you should implement. Having said that, one of the cool things about this is actually a Springer seat. That is how it actuates right there. Whereas we're used to the Springer seat being low and over here. That's how this one works, the proper function of the seat.
And can I say, I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Oh my God, dude.
It smells like a museum. It literally smells like a museum. It's so good. It's got the oil, the petrol.
You can smell everything about this machine.
If we could bottle this,
we could sell it.
oh, we'd make so much money.
We'd have to have somebody that was decent at marketing. It wouldn't be us.
Now the clutch on this is weird.
The clutch now. Yeah.
Well, let's bring the camera around the other side so you can show us that, because that's
Absolutely.
insane. I have no idea what's.
So, obviously, one of the cool ways that you have to ride this machine, this is your clutch. So, you literally engage it and disengage it manually. And then it obviously holds what position you put it in. But that's how you do it. There's an actual friction zone to it and everything to feel it. And this is where you shift. You shift first, neutral, second, and third. It's 3-speed on the tank, which we've seen a lot of, cool stuff that people do when you're building custom bikes and stuff in the world now, and which is great and all. But all this seems to lead back to these old bikes. It's almost like everything that we've seen, since the late 60s even, where it was custom and it was different, it was wild and it was out there, comes back to this platform.
You gotta get it primed up, man.
Here we go. I gotta be honest, I'm so glad modern motorcycles have buttons that you press and they start.
That's your fuel shut off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's tight. I gotta go get some pliers. I'll be right back.
That's so cool, isn't it? He's gotta have pliers for the fuel shut off, because this is a man's motorcycle.
It's definitely not my motorcycle, mate. I mean, I love it to death.
It's badass, but I'm lazy. This is so much work.
So much work.
But I'm so excited to even just hear it run.
Are you gonna ride it?
I'm not man enough to ride this
I'm
machine.
not either, mate.
listen, if we had millions, like, yeah, I'd probably risk it because I'd probably own it, you know?
Yeah.
But not that man's fault. I don't think I can.
That's why, yeah, I don't think I'm going to take it. I think I would crash it.
With a nickname like Crash, I'm confident I would crash. It's so distracting.
Yep. I'm very glad we don't need tools to start our motorcycles now.
You know what? I'm okay with it, then.
I'm okay watching it on film. So cool.
Incredible.
This is also your reserve. If you unscrew it, you can pull it up, and you've got a little reserve fuel in there too.
Yeah.
So above freezing, you run E50, it's E50. 32 to 10, you run 30. And below 10, you're running 10 weight. Do not exceed 65 mile per hour.
Look at him, he looks like he's just found like his first girlfriend ever. Look at him, he's like...
My first girlfriend wasn't this cool.
Look at him, he's loving it.
Amazing. Like, sometimes I just wish these things could talk and tell us what they're doing.
Oh, this has got some stories, doesn't it? Did you? Now, I believe we were saying this was actually a flat track bike. This was raced.
At one point, yes, but this was actually one of the World War II bikes.
Oh, this was a World War II bike?
World War II bike. It became a flat tracker later on in its life, at least from what we hear, what we know. But now, it's just Will's sunny day ride. Incredible.
Oh, this man's ready to go. Look at this. All right, Will, start her up.
The kicker works.
Yeah. That smells so good.
It smells so good.
Oh, it's cold out here. Holy God.